Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Callahan. We're going to talk about some touch points today. So the ones that I really love are the ones from 1 to 5. So I'm going to talk about those. But what are touch points? Touch points are ways for us to remember the value of a number, and it helps us to do all kinds of things. We use it for addition, we use it for subtraction, we use it just to remember numbers, and then also I believe it can be used for multiplication and division. I have not had a chance to use that yet though, because I'm in kindergarten and first grade. But let me first show you how I do my numbers for touch points. First thing you want to do on your paper is you want to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you need to pause me, you always are welcome to. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the touch points on each number. So I want to think about this because for the number 0, it does not have any touch points. We remember that it doesn't have touch points because it is a 0 and it doesn't have a value of anything. If I had 0 cookies, then I wouldn't have any cookies on the 0. I'm going to use cookies because I love them, especially Thin Mints. Here's my number 1. 1 has a value of 1. So if I was going to have 1 cookie, there it is right up on top. When I do the number 1, I touch it and I say 1, just like that. If you really like panda bears, you could say 1 panda bear. My next number is a 2. My touch point goes right here and right here on the edge. So here's my cookies. I go 1, 2, just like that. If you wanted to, you could use stickers. You could have big numbers and put stickers on them. Or if you had cereal, you could put 2 pieces of cereal. But I have to remember on the number 2, it can only have 2. That's it. My next number is a 3. I go 1, 2, 3. I do 3 touch points because it is the number 3. And I start at the top. I go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 cookies. You could do 3 race cars if that's your favorite thing. Let's do number 4. This one's a little bit tricky because sometimes people put too many touch points on this one. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I only have 4 on this one. I have 4 on it because it is the number 4. I say 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot put 1 on the bottom. If I put it on the bottom, that would make it a number 5, and it is not a 5. Here's number 5. Let's draw them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It is the number 5, so it has 5 touch points. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go down here. So if you had a chance to do all these, perfect. And you can also put the cereal on it and practice counting it. If you have a little brother or sister, you can show them how to do it. You could even show mom and dad or grandma and grandpa. Why do we use touch points? We use them so that we can understand our numbers. And it really comes in handy when we use addition. I love it for this. I wanted to show you my bigger numbers can have touch points too, but I think it's easier to use it for these ones right up here. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to use it for 5 plus 2. This is how Mrs. Callahan does it. I look at the bigger number. I usually circle it with my finger. So I'm going to say 5, and then I'm going to think about the touch points. 6, 7. I just count on. That's my answer. Over here, I could do touch points for the whole thing. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you notice I don't take a long time counting them. I don't go 1, 2, 3. I make sure I'm going faster than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. I can use touch points when I am doing multiple numbers. So I have 3 ones there. I just go 1, 2, 3. My answer is a 3. Just like that. Now, this is one, it might seem funny, but Mrs. Callahan even uses touch points when I'm doing things as an adult. And I guess it's because I teach it so much. But I say the bigger number here. I say 34, 35, 36, 37. The whole thing you want to remember is I can count on. So we can definitely do this. This is our introduction to touch points. If you have any questions, you know to get a hold of Mrs. Callahan, and I would love to talk to you about it. So here's my examples one more time. And one thing I'd like you to do is to try out some examples at home. You can ask someone to give those to you and try to use your touch points. All right, I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you.